You're right.
All right, I got it.
Now, is that going?
Nobody on the computer?
No hand raised.
Okay. All right, no public comment. We'll move on to the consent agenda with our accounts payable. Motion to accept that. If there's any questions?
Make a motion to accept the accounts pay or the consent agenda.
Okay.
I'll second.
All right, motion and a second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
It passes. Okay, so under updates to our staff reports, everybody get a chance to review the staff reports. Anybody have any questions?
I'd like to see a staff report from police.
Okay.
And I don't know if fire is considered staff, but we haven't had a staff report from either of those all
Okay.
year, so.
Well, here comes fire.
Todd, I did have one question with regards to Kevin's staff report down at the sewer plant.
Yeah.
And he's talking about,
Lift stations.
yeah, the lift stations and start replacing those. Do you have just the ballpark estimate on what that might cost?
I'd have to find out what exactly he's talking about, what he wants to replace in lift station.
Mhm.
But if you're gonna rebuild a lift station, you're looking at somewhere between $250,000 to $400,000.
Okay,
So if we were just talking about replacing pumps, you're looking at anywhere from 10 to 35,000 for pumps. So it all depends on what he's. It's a little vague.
right,
So it all depends on the details.
okay,
So would you tell him and the public what you told us about the maintenance that you do all the time? And
So, yeah, we have 5 lift stations currently in the city. We do maintenance on them quarterly. But I don't know if people have noticed on Simpson Avenue, we've had one where our pump actually failed. It happens. It was nothing that we could have prevented. It's mechanical failure there, so we're getting a new pump there. But we do have quarterly maintenance. We pump them, we wash them, we go over things, just make sure things are running right. If we continue doing that, the pump should last 20 to 25 years without any issues.
and you have redundancy. So if one
Yes.
pump goes out, there's another that can keep working.
Yes.
all right.
So is that kind of all of that going to be discussed since we're doing our utility rate review this year? Does that all go into that for what new equipment and all that type of stuff goes into our rate study, correct?
Yes.
And that's all part of this year's. Because I think that's what we're doing. That's full study to be done like by the end of this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, full utility study. And the book also in front of you. Binder. That has that type of stuff in it, I believe, so
Okay,
that's for Grant Osborne, that's the draft copy for review and comment, so if you have any questions or concerns in it, please have them to me before next meeting, which is first week of June, so. you guys will want-
Is this part of the comprehensive plan or is this just,
That was going before the comprehensive plan, so once that gets finished, then that goes into the comprehensive plan, and then we can have the comprehensive, so this is the last part before we get the comprehensive plan.
okay, perfect. So then after this, we should have the full.
Yes,
And you said that those pumps can last up to 20, 25 years. And
yes,
none of the ones we have are, well, except for one, but the rest of them are not that old yet.
right, so our oldest ones are gonna be probably 2005, 2006, 2007 range, is our oldest pump stations.
okay, any other questions on the staff reports?
Max is online, by the way.
Oh, Max is, okay.
Well, then we unexcuse them.
Hey guys, sorry, I was having internet connectivity issues at this hotel. I'm here.
Okay. Max, did you have any questions on the staff reports?
Nope, no questions. Thank you though.
Okay. So moving on to new business, will be campaign sign discussion. I know last year, a resident here in town submitted a complaint over the campaign signs being placed on city right of ways. So I spoke to the mayor the other day. And he was wanting us to start a discussion if we want to extend it, allow it for this year, and we'll address it down the road. We can look at rewriting the ordinance, or we can look at banning campaign signs on city right of ways altogether. So whatever the council would like to do with that.
So I have a question. If we allow campaign sites down that strip where they've been historically forever, how does that affect your crew trying to clean and mow and all of that?
I was hoping Chris Colbert would be on here because you cannot disallow signs
Huh?
on right of ways under specific circumstances. So, yeah, he is kind of redoing our sign code
Because
right
of the
now.
Reed decision?
Yes,
Okay.
and so he's redoing the sign code and he will be getting that to you guys.
Okay,
So I would stay in a holding pattern right now for the signs, just until we get more from Chris.
okay,
I definitely think that we need to have something in place that isn't from year to year, that every year we're not making the decision
Right.
to extend or whatever. I think that we need something that
more concrete.
covers it.
Yeah.
And I did look up that Reed decision. That's really confusing. It does address this, and that's national, so.
Any other comments for the sign discussion? Nope. Okay, we'll move on to item number 7, which is our shoreline management plan contract. Kick that over to Todd.
Yep, we talked about it last time, we went out RFP for professional service to update our shoreline master plan. You know, there's one response, which happened to be the same company that wrote our shoreline master plan. This is the contract to get the updates done.
Was this the same amount that we got for the grant? Or is this a different grant that we
It's
got?
$30 less than what we got for the grant.
What a bargain.
Yeah.
Give you 2 lattes.
All right.
Barely. I don't know. So you need a motion?
Yeah, if we can get a motion. Please.
I make a motion that we accept the watershed company contract.
Got a motion for the watershed company contract. I have a second.
Seconded.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All
Aye.
opposed? No? All right.
Sorry, Max.
Sorry, next. All right,
We're
it
good.
passes. Okay, item number 8 is our comprehensive plan contract. Kick that back over to Todd.
Again, we talked about it previously, kind of starting this year and finishing next year. It was awarded to SCJ, which stands for Shea Car and Jewel. This is the contracts that they proposed for the professional services, and I'd like to get a motion to sign the contract with SCJ Alliance.
How much was this?
So,
5, and then. You do that all in one? Now, have we used this company before?
We have not, but it was operated probably from maybe the show, or that's what they're usually, so it's proposals.
And it did say on page 2 of the contract that the client will pay a retainer to SCJ in the amount of money, and then it has the money signed NA, so we're not paying a retainer.
I bet, okay.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
yeah,
It just looks funny having a money sign and then NA, so.
Right.
Yeah,
I like that, actually. As long as they really mean it, it's really neat. Do you see it, Todd?
the time and materials.
It's 2 underneath that.
the retainers, yeah.
Well, it's gonna end up with a number, I don't know the number, that's the
Oh,
I'm hoping zero, because it's on where, once we sign this contract, they can start the process and we get paid, we pay basically through the work that they've done, the time and material that they put into it, the different phases. So, but if it's a different number, I will let you know.
so are we supposed to vote on this tonight without that information?
No.
You're gonna table it?
I'd like to see a number there before we vote on it.
You're right.
And then maybe the budget summary. I don't know if they actually have.
Yeah, I'll give
Which one?
that
Actually, yeah, there is, down there at the end under attachment A, there's information. It's not at the end of the document.
Yeah,
it's at
there is
the end
another
of the- It's at the end of the agenda.
Oh, is that what it was?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. Okay, moving on to number 9 under old business is our electrical standards update.
So currently, this is the draft form in our, we had it kind of in our municipal code format. We are working with Chris Coker to get into an ordinance form. The next meeting, there will be an ordinance with this information. in it.
All right.
So This is for you guys to review to look at.
Was the previous one done before they had the meter, the new meter reading software?
The previous one was done in 1951.
One, yeah.
It was way before that meter reading software.
Yeah.
Wow. That was way before me, something before me.
And it's really frustrating when there's certain things in it that people, they want like a meter check. Well, and the ordinance is $5. So we gotta charge $5 to-
$5 sounds good to me.
But I mean, that doesn't.
How many minutes does that get us, Paul? $5?
Not many. It really needs to be updated. We run into a lot of, we have problems with power theft that we can't
Oh, yeah.
address. We have problems with trees. People plant trees in their backyards and they want us to come prune them because, well, I'm not gonna bring all my equipment, we just wanna work in the right way.
Yeah.
So there's all kinds of stuff that needs,
Well,
we need
since
to get a
1951, I imagine.
Right.
what we're doing, so.
That's it there. Did you update this? Who did this?
Yeah, I've been working with Tom. We've been redlining it and changing it together, so.
Yeah, it looks good.
Is it ready to go tonight?
No, Cookie's working on it.
This is just for, okay.
Just for,
This
Just
week,
for our
yeah,
perusal.
because it's all gonna be actually in the ordinance, so when you get the ordinance, it's
Oh,
gonna be
it'll be
20-some
part of it.
pages of it. And you're gonna see lines crossed out and red, it's gonna be colorful, so.
Well, it should be less than 23 pages with all the stuff you have crossed out.
I'm hoping so.
But I think, do you have to keep it in there because it's an ordinance? Do you have to keep all the
that's
lineouts
true.
in?
You
Yeah.
have to keep the line.
That's what's always frustrating. It's like, dang,
I know.
you just
I
get rid of
like
it.
cleaning things up.
Yeah.
So, I took everything and just threw it at Chris and he's working through it.
Thank you, Chris.
oh, thanks you guys for looking at it. I know it's a lot of work that's gone into it.
Yes, these sort of things, especially really since
51,
1951.
yeah.
Apparently we had Gary's back then, there's a couple
We had
sections
what
about
back then?
Gary's,
Oh, dairies.
yeah, so there's a couple sections about Gary's. and-
Hey, Todd, it's Chris. Can you hear me?
I got you.
Yeah. Hey, Todd, I just, sorry, folks. I was logged in via phone. I couldn't speak earlier. Nobody could hear me, but so just circling back to that sign code, Todd is absolutely right. I'm working on a comprehensive sign code that you guys should have by the next meeting that is going to be content neutral. There's been a lot of changes. Our sign code is really, really out of compliance. So I just wanted to reiterate what Todd had said is that this is not going to be like sign, campaign sign specific. It's going to be content neutral stuff, but I've actually got one almost done that I was hoping to get to you tonight, but you'll have something next meeting at least to kind of chew on, and then we can go down this path. So we're not doing this every year. Okay.
So does it, just the issue of campaign signs, does it allow that then in all of the right of way, or are we still going to have a decision on whether to do that or not?
Well, you're going to have a decision related to the type of sign. A campaign sign is going to be defined as a temporary sign. It's not going to be a permanent sign. So that's going to be where it is. The question is going to be where, I mean, I guess when it comes down to location, the question is going to kind of become, it's up to the public works director to some degree as to whether or not it's in a place that interferes with traffic or anything like that. But there's public forum issues that come into play. So it's not going to be an easy answer. So.
Thank you,
All right,
Chris.
thanks, Chris.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, thanks. Sorry about coming in late. So
Is there any other questions or discussion over the electrical standard update?
I don't see the dairies in here, but I'll have to control that and look.
It's on page 17 of 23.
That's
It talks, yeah, about farm service and dairies, because I saw dairies too, and I thought it was interesting.
I missed that.
Ready to move on? Okay. So going to ordinance and resolutions, we have former council member Heller here tonight for a resolution in regards to his time he spent on council. I'll go ahead and read what was typed up here. So this is a resolution honoring Jaren Heller. Whereas Jaren Heller, a lifelong resident or McCleary resident, has served dutifully as a council member and for the city of McCleary since 2018. And whereas Jaren made his selfless decision to dedicate a significant amount of his free time to make McCleary a healthier and more vibrant community that the citizens can be proud of. And whereas Jaren's accomplishments and contributions to the city are numerous, including but not limited to his being a longtime member of the McCleary Museum, representing the city as the city designated representative for the Chehalis Basin Partnership, being a member of the City Civil Renewal Group, regularly participating in the Fill the Cruiser food drive, and serving on the City of McCleary Finance Committee for several years. Jaren's goal as a citizen and council member, other than playing professional soccer, was to make McCleary better financially, safer, and to lead the city better than the way he found it. Utilizing his intelligence and wit, he accomplished his goals and further made the city council a better organization. This benefits the city. The benefits to the city of Jaren's efforts are already being realized and will no doubt continue for years to come. And now for it be it resolved as follows by the city council of the city of McCleary and the mayor signing an authentication, geez, I can't say that word. Authentication, thank you. Thereof, section 1, individually. Sorry. Section 1, individually and as the elected representative of the citizens of McCleary, the council wishes to make clear their abundant thanks and appreciation to Jaren for his years of service to the city of McCleary. Section 2, the council and city staff further wish that Jaren know that his contributions over the years to the betterment of the city have not gone unnoticed and are truly valued, and that he will be missed in his role as the city council member. The mayor, council members, city staff, and citizens who have had pleasure of working with Jaren over the years are indeed grateful for all that has been done. So again, thank you to Councilmember Heller, and at this time, we'll take a motion to adopt resolution number 750 honoring Jaren Heller.
I made the motion, we accept.
750.
Resolution 750.
Second.
We have a motion and a second for resolution 750. All in favor? Aye.
Hi.
All opposed? None. It passes. Congratulations and thanks again. Okay.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
He's gonna run outside.
So-
I couldn't let you go with it that easy. I worked on the finance committee with Jaren for several years, and I always appreciated his insight, his knowledge, and I kind of threw him under the bus a couple of times, but I really appreciated the work he did with the Chehalis Basin Partnership. He had a lot of knowledge before going into that, and we were very, very fortunate to have him serve on that partnership and bring us back information. Jaren was very thoughtful whenever I put him on the spot and said, what do you think? Which I did quite a bit. He always had thought things through carefully, and I miss having him on the council. He was a great addition to the council. I offered to swap in places. He wouldn't do it. So thank you, Jaren.
Okay, going on to our updates. I don't have much. Just want to remind everybody, we are on our summer schedule. So the next council meeting will be second Tuesday in June. Or Wednesday, sorry. Second Wednesday in June.
Second Tuesday's museum meeting.
Right. Well, people can come to that too. So, that's all I have. Does anybody else have any updates?
I am taking over for the Chehalis Basin for Jaren, and I had a chance to talk with Kristen last week, and I'm looking forward to learning. I don't have the knowledge that he has going into it, so it'll be an
Do you have his
educational.
phone number?
I have his phone number. So, I look forward to educating myself and working with them and being the liaison between the city and there, so.
Good, thank you.
3 years worth of notes for you.
Water flows downhill.
All right, this time we'll go to public comment for city business related. Any city business related public comments?
I have a quick question.
Yes.
I noticed on the way here and every time I drive to town, you know, where the overflow is, by our house, the one, right on the other side of the tracks there,
But
on the right before Summit.
you're talking about retention
pond
pond?
place.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. I don't know if it's on the schedule to mow. I know my husband mowed it 3 times last year
Mhm.
because it just wasn't getting mowed. But now he's working 2 full-time jobs and he just doesn't have the time to do it.
Right.
Is it on the schedule? Is it
Yes.
not? Okay, because it's getting really long.
Yes.
And
it's on
it just
schedule.
looks horrible. I'm just saying, when I drive to town, it looks great, and then I get there, I'm like, ugh. And we just don't have the time to do it.
Right. And
We
so,
just shouldn't have.
no, no, I get that. So-
But it is on a schedule as well.
Yes.
Thank you. And nothing against you guys.
No,
You do a great job.
Yep.
But I just want to make sure it doesn't get forgotten,
Yep.
because it is still part of the city, right?
Right, correct.
Yes, we have,
Okay,
we got the pond mowing scheduled, and then right there at the entrance, someplace one, and then someplace to the open area.
thank you.
Are we doing summer help this year?
Yes,
Oh,
well, I'm hoping, gonna put advertising out next week, so.
Oh, okay.
we get a couple.
Is there anybody on the phone?
Hire extra
Oops, sorry.
in this one, is it?
Yes.
yeah, we usually hire a student or
Nice.
somebody. during the summer.
Yeah,
Nobody has their hand raised on the phone?
Do not see any hand raised on the phone.
Okay. All right, well, thank you. So like I said, Todd said I'll be on the schedule and hopefully I'll get mowed down here soon for you guys. And no executive session, so the council doesn't have anything else. I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion and a second, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Hey, no, oops, all right, we'll see you guys back in June,
Good meeting, Bryce.
on a Wednesday, yes.
But Tuesday